Hello, this video here is looking at the Trinity Grade 4 piece Film Noir. What I'm going to do is look at the intro section, so that's the top line, and then section A. I'll break them down sort of like bar by bar, and then put the line together, section together as a little playthrough at the end. So, first things first, we start off with the little introduction fill. It's just a flam on the snare with the bass drum coming after it, and we do that twice, like this. That. So 1 and 2. Okay, then we're on to the main groove. Now we're going to tackle this as like a 2-bar pattern because it kind of is like a 2-bar phrase here. We've got a crash and then we're doing a lot of ghost notes. But if we take the ghost notes out, you're getting this sort of basic rhythm. Yeah. For the first bar. With the second bar on. Now there's ghost notes before and after that first bass drum that comes after the snare drum. So in the first bar you end up with this. So it's kind of like that sort of like funk sort of pattern. However, we're shifting the extra snare drum back to the and of 4 rather than on 4. So with the 2 bars together, now obviously there's hi-hats opening and closing in that second bar, but we'll skip that just now. We'll talk about that in your actual lesson. The next bar then, bar 3, we're doing almost the same as the first bar. However, we're dropping out one of the ghost notes and moving the bass drum forward. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the fourth bar after that, you've got the 4 notes of the rhythm. So you've got 1 and 2 and. So 1 and 2 and. So the bass and snare on and 2. So 1 and 2 and then you've got a fill here. We're on the high tom, back to the snare, back to the high tom. So you've got, and then a triplet, and then a back the other way around with your snare and high tom. So when you put that together, okay, so you've got semi-quavers, semi-quaver triplet, and then just quavers for that. Bum, ba, ba, da, ba, da, bum. Faster. Okay, and that's the whole line. So we'll do that top line from the intro fill. There we go. So that's the top line. Then we're into section A. Now section A is pretty much what we've just done. But there's a first time bar, second time bar, and third time bar. So we are repeating basically 3 times. Okay, 4 if we count the third line of the piece because it's the exact same again, right? So we've got pretty much the same 2 bars. However, we've got an extra bass drum. So the first bar is the same as the actual first bar of the piece. Sorry. And then the next bar is that bum da 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 da. So we've only got the 1 ghost note in there. So you've got the hi-hat for the first note. Then we're doing a slight variation of the first bar again. Okay, so the ghost notes are still all in the same place, but we're getting an extra bass drum in. So da, 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 da. So it's like a paradiddle on that bit. And then we've got the same as the 4th bar of the piece. Okay, so that would be the first time through. So let's try that. Okay, then the second time through, it's the same 3 bars again, and then the fill bar at the end. We're taking the same 1 and 2 and, but then we're putting that flam bass. So, okay, so if I'm going to do section A the second time through. Sorry. Okay, the third time through, I'm not going to do it because it's the same as the first time through. And then the fourth time through, which is bar 11, 12, and 13, 14, which is the last line before we go into A. It's essentially the same again, but we're changing the rhythm up ever so slightly on the second and third bar. And we're borrowing the third bar from the top line. In fact, we're borrowing this whole line from the top line, right? So apart from the fill at the end. So you get... And then you've got a rest. So you've got little fill here, da 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 da. Okay, da 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 da. Okay, got a slight rattle going on there somewhere. There we go. So that last line. Okay, so all of section A then, let's do that. I keep playing the wrong bar, sorry. Beginning of section A. Okay, that's section A. So sorry because I think I played that second bar. I think I played that a few times when it should have been the first one. Okay, but anyway, that's section A. So use the video to help you. That's the intro line, section A. It's all very samey. It's all very repetitive, hence why you saw me get things wrong or just repeating the same bars that didn't need to be done. But really all we need to pay attention to is the order of the bars and then the fills at the end because they are slightly different as we go on. Okie dokie. So hopefully that helps, and I'll see you guys in your lessons if you're working on this piece. Thank you. See you later.